Hello everyone, this is Alejandra Gomez with creatingwithali.com, and today I'm going to be featuring the Greenery. Let me just bring here my stamp set, or the bundle I should say, but I'm going to be featuring the Greenery Lane, as this is the one that we are featuring on our card club. So I think that this is one of those that you're going to have fun with. The sentiments are great. But I'm actually going to try to also use some of the sentiments from the product of the month, which is called the Fabulous Sayings. This is how it looks. If you haven't heard about this new program, Stampin Up now is releasing a product of the month that you can get at a discount. And you actually get it at $5. You can only get one every month, and it's only one per product. I think we have now two of them. One was last month was the designer series paper, and then this month is this set. And so anyway, once you place an order over $75, then you unlock the savings and you can add this product for $5 only. So it's a great deal, and I think this month the sentiments are really good. I feel like they help you. It's a good how do you say, staple stamp set, if you will, because it will give you several occasions in it. Sentiments that we have here, we have happy birthday, you're on my mind, thank you, sending love, hello. You can do anything to a fabulous friend. There are simply no words for this, just because, hooray, and so much. So I think it's a great one to have. And the font is also a fun font, I should say, because you can see they have like a handwritten, and then you have the script. I think that's how it's called. I don't know, maybe. But anyway, so definitely wanted to share it today. And like I mentioned, this is part of our club. Now, if you are new to Card Club, so Card Club is my subscription program where you get 5 cards in the mail, and it is a subscription program. So every month you get your kit. I usually feature one bundle or one suite. In this case, it's going to be this bundle, and you get about $25 in goodies. And when you are with me for 6 consecutive months, then you also get an additional goodie bag. So anyway, so last month, just so you can get an idea. So last month, and I'll show you the ones from this month. I think I have, yeah, I do have it. So last month's products feature the lovely blooms. And so you can see here how the cards look. I think I have a really bad lighting because the sun is right here. But anyway, there you go. And then this one. So that was last month, which by the way, got mail today. So everyone who is in Card Club, shout out. You're going to be getting it here soon. I did email the instructions yesterday night, so make sure you check that video. And I also share the sneak peek of the ones for today. So hi Rudy. Oh my goodness, you say we're getting us late here tonight. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I heard there is a lot of snow coming everywhere. I know Dallas is getting it, or Texas, I should say. Texas is getting it beginning Friday, I think, beginning today through Sunday. And then it's going all the way to the northeast. So anyway, Rudy, I hope you're safe. And I hope you have made all provisions, right? Because usually, I know, at least in Texas, we used to stay put for however long, right? At least 2-3 days. So hopefully it's not that bad. Hopefully there's power and the AC, not the AC, but the heaters are working. So anyway, all my best wishes for sure. So anyway, by the way, let me know where you are watching from and say hello. I always love to hear and read from you. Hi, Linda. Really nice seeing you here. Hi, Gail. So anyway, let me show you the ones from for this month. So the next Card Club is featuring this set, and so let me just show you the cards. I think they are really, really good, and so definitely, you can go to my page, by the way, creatingwithali.com/card club, and you can read all the information. You can sign up and subscribe. Like I said, it is on a subscription basis, so once you're in for however long you want, and you can cancel at any time. The registration period for this month, it's already going on through February 7th, and I mailed the packets around February 20th. Now, to be honest, now that I am in Canada, as you know, I have to do everything. I still do all my business through the United States, right? Because I'm still a US demonstrator. And so I only go through the weekends. So I have a full-time job here in Canada, so I cannot really be going to the border every single day. And I don't get my packages that often either. So please know that it's around the 20th, and usually it's the weekend before that time frame. Just to line up things. So anyway, just to be transparent, like this time it was the 20, what is today? The 20, I don't even know, the 23? Yeah, today's the 23rd. So it shipped today. But anyway, that's pretty much the thing. Anyway, so the other thing is, of course, I have several classes that are closing on next Tuesday. We have Paper Share. I have the next Craft Along, which is all about a phone folds. I don't know that I have shared that too much or commented a lot, but it's all about phone folds. So I have the projects from Share. So Paper Share is the one where you get a sampling of all the papers, new papers from the catalog. By the way, if you need a catalog, email me. I have gotten all my catalog. So if you haven't seen the catalog, if you want to get your copy, make sure you what am I saying here? Just email me and I'll be more than happy to send it. So it's ali@creatingwithali.com. And so anyway, so the paper share, like I said, it's you get a sampling of all the papers from the new catalog plus the online exclusives. And so we're doing 12 projects. These are the ones that I designed. And so I'm just showing you here real quick, but all of them are super, super cute. And then this is the one where I partner with Jennifer. And so I am showing now the 6 cards that she has. And then we also have 2 bonus projects as well, where we, I usually do a mystery stamping, and then she usually does a wow card as well. So anyway, so make sure you sign up, because again, the registration ends at the end of Tuesday next week. So it's the 27th. Yes. Now, the other one, like I mentioned, is the Craft Alone. I have the 5 projects that I designed, and this is the one where I partner with Joey. We've been having a lot of fun doing these Craft Alones, and I think that she designed so beautifully that definitely I have been enjoying working and partnering with her. So this time we decided to do all about foam fold. So it is featuring the lovely and beautiful suite. I've noticed this time we have a lot of lovely words, sentiments, or not sentiments, but stamps or sweets. So anyway, here is how they look. And again, all of them are foam folds. The class is for actually 8 projects, and the PDF will have instructions for 10 projects. So there is 2 bonus cards that you're gonna be getting on your PDF. And then last but not least, of course, there's also the super cute Valentine's stamp stack. This one you make 12 cards, 3 of each of the different designs, and you're gonna see them. I showed them last week. We did a class with this one's different cards, and I'm gonna tell you, I'm just in love with this bear. I think that this is the Valentine Kisses stamp stack, but the set is so cute, and I think that you can make cards not only for Valentine's, but also for, you know, your friends and family and loved ones that are having birthdays during February, right? Or have an anniversary celebration during that time frame. So definitely keep that in mind. These little bears are super cute. And the paper and the Made with Love designer series paper, the bundles for Valentine's that we have came back last week. So make sure you grab them right away, because you know Valentine's is coming and you don't know if they're gonna run out again, right? Everything that we have nowadays is while supplies last. So definitely, I mean, not to say to put more FOMO, right? But definitely get them right away. Okay, so now let me flip the camera and then we'll go through our cards. Oh, by the way, I didn't put the video here, so give me 1 second so I can see the comments, because I don't know if you are already messaging me. Where's my page? Oh, and let me turn off the volume. All right. My goodness, I don't find myself. Yep, I'm here. All right. Also, if you have crafty friends, I would appreciate if you share the video. That always helps me a lot. Let me start putting things here around, and then let me flip the camera so that you can kind of see me. My setup is a little bit different these days, so bear with me. We're trying to do things here as we go. Okay, I'm gonna put these things right now here. Ooh, I have the adhesive there, maybe not. All right, and then this one, and then the stamps. I did try to put everything here. So let me now flip the camera and see if you can, there you go. I think this is better, right? Okay. Let me know if you can see. Hi, Linda. It's so nice seeing you too. Hi, Luis. 9 degrees and snowing. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's not that bad here, to be honest. I feel like right now we're actually, I'm getting hot. I think we're like in the 40s today. I'm not kidding. So it's still slightly cold outside, but like inside the house, it's kind of warm. And we have the sun going on right now, which I think is not that common here from, especially for winter. So I'm excited to have some sun. All right, so I'm starting to put all my pieces here because I didn't put anything close to me, and so everything is far away. We're gonna be using for this designer series paper, which is the beauty. Oh, what's the name of this one? Hold on. This is the brush with beauty. Okay, so this is the designer series paper. Majority of my designs have this paper for this class. And by the way, you can get the card kit to make these cards when you place an order with me. That is $50 between now and January 30th. Okay. All right. And I'm going to be using slightly a little piece from this paper pack. And this one is the Lovely Blossoms. Sorry, Lovely Blossoms, not Lovely Blooms. And so this one is a little bit different because it has 3 pieces of designer series paper per different design. So it doesn't have that many designs, but it has really cool mix and match type of designs. And then they have this design actually that has like panels that you can be using to design your cards. So I think this is by far one of my favorite designer series papers. I love the colors. I love how nice you can mix and match the different patterns. So definitely, if you haven't gotten this paper, get it, because it's a great one to have. So those are the 2 designer series paper that we're going to be using. I like mentioned, I am going to be using the Greenery Lane as well as the Fabulous Sayings, if I can. Oh my gosh. So Helen says we're getting ready for 18 inches of snow. Oh my goodness, that's a lot on Sunday. Staying home, and I hope to do some crafting. Yay! Sarah says, hi, Ellie. You're missing all the ice panic happening around here. Yeah, I know, right? I know. We've been following it, by the way. I'm trying, to keep up and see what's happening. Hopefully everything is not that bad, Hopefully it's just staying at home for a little bit longer. So anyway, so what I have here, I'm going to do the stamping first, as always, because I wanted to show you 2 things. So I have a scrap of paper here. By the way, guys, I don't know if this made me remember this. I don't have mine yet, but we're going to have a new stamp positioning tool that I'm very excited about. And it's part of our new starter kit promotion. So you can get it for free starting February 2nd. Anyway, I have already ordered it, so it should be here next week. But again, I have to go to the border to pick it up. So I won't probably see it until probably beginning of February. But stay tuned. There's a grid paper that goes with it, and it's going to help you do all your stamping. So we'll going to showcase that more once I have it. But anyway, so I have a piece of basic beige. Is that right? Yeah, basic beige. And for this one, I'm actually using crumb cake. You can also use the basic beige ink pad, but I don't know. I really like how it looks with the crumb cake. And for this one, I am using the larger of the leaves, and I'm just going to go ahead and stamp in a piece of, and I try to kind of save, paper, if you will. So I'm just going to stamp once. And then right immediately, I'm gonna go and do the other, you know, like, because I want it into like a two-tone, right? And then we're gonna die cut it. So this is for that one. And then for the green, for the leaves, I shouldn't say the green, for the other leaves, so I have this one. So let me just show you. I think this one is one of my favorite leaves. It's also going to be with the, what is this color? The crumb cake. So you're just going to go stamp that one. And we're going to bring the bold part, right, to fill it in. And you're going to stamp off and then line it up. Because these are photopolymer, you can line them up very nice. See, so it looks really, really nice. I've done this one in different colors like blues and greens, and it always looks super nice. It's still the same method. Let me just show you here how it looks, right? So it looks really nice. So definitely do that. And then for the other leaves, let me just clean this one because I'm starting to get all the inks here. So these were the crumb cake cards. Oh, and I need to, I think I need to start washing my chamois. I think it's getting a little of the color from that I already cleaned before. Anyway, so for the other ones, now I do recommend doing the outline first and then the leaves. I find it easier for me to line them up. Even though it's photopolymer, it's easier to see, you know, if you have the outline better. If you have the outline first, so you can see I have that one. And then I'll do this one. And then we have a little tiny one as well here. Okay. And then for the leaves, so I'm just going to go ahead, stamp once off on a grid paper and then do the second time here. So you get a lighter look. Same thing with this one. So we're going to stamp off there and then line it up here. Right? And then one more time. And you can see it's very easy. Right? And please know, the other thing is that it doesn't cover everything perfectly. And it kind of looks nice that way. See? So it's not like a perfect... It's not everything gets color, just to make sure you see it. You can see here the close-up. And then the next thing is just die cut as many of those pieces. So anytime I am designing cards with a set like these, I like to just go and stamp several of them, die cut them, and then use them as embellishments. Of course, you know, I love using sketches. So I would go and have a sketch and just go for it, you know? So... no different with these. This is what I did. So I have plenty of little leaves, and then I get, you know, different pieces that remain. And see, I did this one in green and in this color, the crumb cake. And but then it's easier for me to play on the layout as to which ones do I want to be using or whatnot, right? So anyway, so once you have several of those, just die cut them and have them ready. In my case, because I knew I wanted to get kind of like this color combination vibe, I just did it in 2 colors. But of course, you could be doing other colors as you need it for your card. Like I said, for card cloth, for instance, you can see I did it in the blues. Like, who would have thought, right? That sometimes I have issues getting outside of the box. This one, you can see I had it in pretty peacock. So again, you can just mix and match depending on the designer's choose paper and the color combo that you want to be using. So the other thing is that well, let's just go with card number 1. Okay, like I said, I have already pieces cut out. So just to make this go faster in a way for the class, let me just see. Hi, Flo. Here in New Jersey, we have temps dropping. We are under a severe storm. Yes, I've heard that. My brother is actually in New Jersey now. And we've been talking to him because this is the first time he is, experiencing the winter. He came from Mexico. And, of course, it's not something that we go through. You know, like in Texas, we don't get it. In Mexico, it's like we don't even see snow, right? At least in Texas, we see it once a year, but like in Mexico, we don't. So definitely we wanted to talk to him just to make sure he prepared for that. So yeah, we're watching it for sure. So anyway, so I have a piece of crumb cake 8.5 by 5.5. We're gonna go ahead and fold it in half using your bone folder. Then I have a piece of basic white, and this is 4 by 5.25. Yeah, 4 by 5.25. And then I have a piece of the designer series paper, and then this one is 3 3/4 by 5. So it's 1/4 of an inch smaller. And this is gonna go right here. Oh, you know what? I forgot my silicone mat. Hold on, let me see if I can find it real quick, and I'll bring it. Let me see. I don't see it. Oh my gosh. Well, we're gonna go without it. How about that? We're gonna go without it. Oh, we can use this one. Okay, I don't have my silicone mat, so let's use this. I'm trying to put always something on my surface, you know, so that I don't get the glue all over, you know, my area. And I do like using the silicone mat, but of course I came to this side of the room and I forgot several things. So we'll see. I might have to go to the other side of the room to get several things, because I'm thinking I didn't bring the smaller trimmer, you know. Things like that. I'm not in my usual crafting table, if you will. All right, so we have it like so. And then we're going to be putting this one right there. Now, I also have a designer series paper. Now, this is from the Lovely Blossoms. And this one is 4 by 1 and... should be, yeah, 1 7/8. So it's a scrap that I had, you know. And I'm going to go ahead and put it somewhere like so, okay? Oh. So I'm gonna have it somewhere like this. Okay. And I'm thinking, you might need to cut slightly. See, like, I feel like I went a little bit crooked here, and so I have a little bit more of a gap, or not gap, of excess. So we're just gonna go ahead and cut this one. And then we're gonna go ahead and glue this one onto the car front, okay? By the way, I changed, so now I'm doing the class, I'm trying to do it on early Sundays. However, I'm actually gonna be going to an event with other demonstrators, my first one here in Canada. And I'm excited. It's going to be kind of an experience, I'll be honest, because I think I have to take a ferry. I actually booked a ferry where you take your car. I've never done that, so I'm a little bit anxious to see how that works. And I'm taking also my family, so the event is only on oh, she have left it. That's okay. It will be okay. Or maybe cut a little bit more on this one. It's only on Saturday. And so I convinced my husband to go, you know, to take the whole family for this outing. I'm going to put it here. So that we can know a little bit of the island, you know, like maybe do a little bit of exploring on a Sunday. So that's why I'm not going to be doing the Facebook Live on the Sunday. So I am replacing it with this one, just so that you know, okay? All right, so I'm going to be putting this one right here. Okay, now for this one, I cut out, this one is actually from the branching out. So let me just show you here. So you know, this one. It's not the full thing. I only cut, I had a scrap. I might only need a little bit. So I got from my scrap this piece, but this is break from the branching out, which is still available, by the way. And what else? Let me get my dimensionals and the gems. So anyway, so that's what we have. Oh. And then as far as the sentiment, I thought we could use, oh, what do I do with the sentiment here? What do I do with the sentiment? I want something, I like the one that says to a fabulous friend, you know, or sending love maybe too, or a happy birthday. So any of those. Or I can also put the one that wishing well. Anyway. We'll see. I feel like I do need to bring my trimmer because I want to have to a fabulous friend. I think that that's a great one. I think it's a good one to have. So maybe this one. I'm gonna start with that one and then we'll see. Oh, where's my block? I'm like, I know I had a block. There we go. I like these. And I'm gonna be stamping it in the early espresso. Yeah, I'm excited to see that. And then I also realized that Victoria Island is also in the same kind of area. Although it is a 2-hour drive, so I don't know if I'm gonna be going to the Victoria Island in this round. But this time we're going to Nanaimo. I think that's what it's called. Oh, I think I pressed too much on this side. So let me try this again on the back. I think I pressed too much or too hard. So we'll see. So I'm excited. I am excited, you know, to meet other people. I don't think I know anyone there. There's going to be some swapping, which I'm already working on swaps. So we'll see. I'll share with you the swaps. I'll try to take some pictures as well so I can share it with you. Let me bring my my trimmer, because I do need a trimmer for this. It's too wide. Oh, goodness. Okay, sorry about that, but like I said, if I always lose things, now I'm losing things and I am forgetting things. So anyway, so I'm just gonna be cutting this one to like a 3/4 of an inch. Actually, no, maybe less. And I'm trying to make it fit, if you will. You know, so I always use kind of like a scrap and then go from there. I think this is okay. That's what I am hearing, that Victoria is really nice. So that's where I'm like, I don't know that I'm going to be going there because the event is actually in Nanaimo. But again, now I cut out the leaves. There is like a standalone leaves from this set as well, which is this one. So you can see from the set, you die cut all the stamp images. And then you have this standalone image, which is this one. I did cut out this one in the Mossy Meadow, just to, you know, make it a little bit different. I'm going to have that one here. And then I want to have like maybe lower. I'm going to go lower here so that you can see that banner. And then have this one somewhere here. See, this is where we start kind of putting things together. I am going to be cutting a little bit of this so that they don't show. And then I have these ones. All right, so now let's do this. I found my liquid bottle. I think last week I was like, I don't know where it is. I found it finally. Did it? Oh, goodness. I thought it was working well. Oh, my goodness. It might have been too long since I've used it. It was working well when I tried. Well, let me bring the other thing. Hold on. Let me bring another adhesive. Because we need something there. We definitely need something. Okay. We'll see. See? Like this one, I need to have a needle to unclog it, but of course, you know, then I will have to look for a needle. So see what I'm saying is like I need to get all my things in one area. Like I said, I'm always losing things, but now it's like I'm losing and forgetting. So okay, so I'm just gonna be adding this one like at this section. All right. And then for this one, because I'm gonna have that one come here. because I want to have see, I have that, okay? And then I'll put this one somewhere here, right? Like this one in a way. Well, before we do that, hold on. Before we do that, I might want to be adding this one. Yeah, let's add first these. Helen is saying this looks like a masculine. Yeah, it looks masculine. You're right. Yeah. Didn't thought about it. That was not the intent, but it does. It does look a little bit more masculine. For sure. Yes. And then I have this little piece as well. So I'll put this one maybe. Or maybe I'll do the little one. No, I do like this one better. So let's go with this. Okay. And then I'm going to be adding this one somewhere here. Okay. Kind of making like a cluster of and then I'll add this one's here. Yeah. Which I might go with this one with the glue dots. Okay. Now, anything from the Greenery Lane will not be included in your kit. Again, you'll get a kit in the mail to make the cards from tonight. So if it's not part of the Greenery Lane, I will die cut it or emboss it, right? If it's part from the Greenery Lane, then you should have the kit, sorry, the bundle. And see, I'm gonna have it this way. And then I'm gonna go ahead and cut this ends. So anyway, but if it's not part from that, please know the kit will be including it. Because again, now you can substitute to whatever you have, of course. I think that this will be like if you have the what is this other set that we used to have? The Forever Fern. Oh my gosh, that was one of my favorites for sure. And you could use that one. I think that that would be a good one to have. And then for the where's this one here? I'm like, and I know I have another of these already open, so now it's just adding this. Okay. And the other thing before I continue is making a bow. Now for this one, I can do a bow with a brand new white and gold ribbon, or I can use this one. Oh, and you know what? I also have this one. I forgot about this one. I think that this will be a good one. So I might just go, see, like when you cut this little piece, if you cut it right, like you will have multiple of those. See, so I like this one. So I'll put this one somewhere here. For this one though, I will need the fine tip glue. Oh my gosh, this looks amazing. So I like that one. I can use this one on another one, or I can put it on this other side. Like I can, ooh, do we like it? No, I think I like it with just the one. Or maybe cut this one also smaller. I don't know. We'll see. And again, you just need to be making it round. And again, oh, there you go. Ooh, yeah, kind of like that. Okay. All right, so I do like that. And so then this one comes here. And then because this looks more like a masculine, maybe I'll go with the twine. Now, I don't really mail twine, because a lot of my cards do include the twine, like card classes. So let's just use this one. So I won't be adding it also because it tangles, right? So anyway, so, oh, you know what? I'm just going to do a plain, bow. Choo, choo, choo. There you go. I'll have this one come this way. Have this one, or maybe, yeah, put it here. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so let's just add this one with a glue dot. Yep. And then we have the. And let me get my trash can here so I can start putting all these pieces, because I've been throwing trash here and there. Let me get all the trash in here. Give me 1 second. Oh my goodness, Saskatchewan is going to be minus 40. Wow. Goodness, you cannot go out at those temperatures, right? Like, is that right? You don't really go out at all. I'm thinking. I don't want this. I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, there we go. I like it this way. I need to move this a little bit to the top. There we go, yeah. Yeah. I've never been in that cold temperature ever. So I don't know. But I'm assuming you have to stay at that point, don't you think? All right, and then as far as embellishments, so you can pick and choose different embellishments. So I have different options. So I brought over this one. These are the Moody Palette Glossy Dots. So you have those where it has the greens, the blues, so maybe we can go with those, whites. There's also this one from the Ladybug Garden. I thought it would be nice. I don't think they will go for this one, but you can also, because there's only leaves and whatnot, I thought, well, maybe some bugs will be nice. Of course, there are butterflies, and then you have your regular, this is the Pearls of Beauty. I think I'm going to go with the Pearls of Beauty, maybe. I also thought of the butterfly, so I might go with those. Ooh, or maybe we just bring more of the blue into this card. Maybe we'll go with that one. Again, you can mix and match whichever gems you have, but I'm giving you several options so that you can pick and choose whichever you like, right? So just bring your stash and then, add it. But I think, oh yeah, I think blue was a good option. Okay. There you go. And so here is card number 1. What do you think? Super cool, right? Like I said, this is a great set. And I think that you're going to love playing with it, for sure. You're going to love playing with it. All right, so let me just go with the next one. Okay, so for the next card, I'm using now the petal pink. So this is definitely not masculine. This is more of, you know, more feminine card, if you will. And so I have here 3 pieces of designer series paper. All of them are 1 by 4 inches, right? The same from the, what was the name again? Something in Beauty, Brush in Beauty, that's the name. I have my piece of designer, sorry, the card base that is 8.5 by 5.5. So we're gonna go ahead and fold it in half. Use your bone folder. And then we're gonna have a piece of, I have a piece of basic white, and this is 4 by 5.25. And I don't know if you can see, I think you can see it. I've already embossed it with the beautiful patterns embossing folder. Oh my goodness, I am in love with how delicate and nice it looks. And it is one of those that I think you're gonna also love having in your stash. There's no theme, if you will, so I think that you can use this one for multiple occasions for sure. So anyway, so we're gonna go ahead and put this one like so. So let's go ahead and glue this one already. And I'm going to go ahead and add this one right here. Okay, so I have these. And I'm going to put this one like in different angles. Now, this is following pretty much the same layout that we used on one of the cards from last week with the bear. I really, really love how it looked. And so I figured, why don't we do this again, right? And then have this one come here. Like I want to have something like this with the flowers on top. Now, of course, you can use different designer series papers, patterns, I should say, so that you can easy, you know, change the look. If you see the video from last week's or the cards on the Facebook page, you're gonna see that this is the same as the one with the bear, because I just love how it looked. Now I'm going to be using a vellum, what is this, circle. The vellum nowadays comes on sheets of 12 by 12, so you definitely get a ton of those. And so we're just going to go ahead, before I do that, I need to figure out where everything is going to go. So I'm going to have my sentiment here. And for this one, I have the subtle of the die cut from these, right? The one that I showed you at the beginning. And I'm going to be adding like this one. Again, I'm going to be cutting it out, kind of like I showed you before. And then I have this one as well. So I'll put these two and then have here the sentiment. Now for the sentiment, I do like the one that says to a fabulous friend. I think that that will be great. I can change it to the one from, where is the set, by the way? I'm like, where is the set? We can do a birthday too. I think that that will be a nice. We can do a happy birthday, of course. Let's see, does this fit? Well, I don't know. If it doesn't fit, maybe not. Ooh, it doesn't fit. So this is an inch, so you might need something larger for that one. So we can put that one. So we can say no. I can put, let me see, sending love, maybe. Let me see. Sending love, maybe. So why not? Sending love is another good one, right? That we could use. We could actually put this in the inside and then put the one that there it says there are simply no words for these. Like if you want to make this more, I don't know, for like either sympathy or you know, just encouragement to your friends, or just letting them know that you're thinking of them. I think that that would be also another way to use this. Where is this here? I do like a lot the to a fabulous friend for sure, but let's just use something else. So I'm gonna be using for this the, I feel like it does fit. Yeah, sending love. Yeah, let's try. Again, I usually just ring the scraps for a sentiment, so sometimes I have to, you know, change the sentiment of the card. All right, so this is again early espresso, and we're gonna be adding the sentiment. Sending love, okay? Now for this one, let me... I will be cutting this. Again, the sentiment set is part of our, what am I saying here? It's part of the product of the month set, so definitely. Oh yes, it looks really nice. So now I'm gonna go ahead, I think like I can cover the bottom of these. And maybe a little bit in the center. Hi Rhonda, nice seeing you here. So I'm gonna have that one. I'm gonna put this one here and then this one here. So now let's go ahead and start. Well, yeah, we're gonna be adding this one right here. Yeah, I've been hearing about the cold weather in Texas this weekend. Hope you've gotten everything right, preparing. Also, I hope there's no, you know, power outages. Hi Sonia, nice seeing you here. All right, so we have that. And we're gonna go ahead and cut this one as well, similar to what we did on the other one. Again, just cut it out from here. Because I wanna have this one come here, right? Thank you so much for sharing. I really appreciate it, Sonia. That always helps me, so thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, I'm just adding a few dots. Yeah. Oh. And then I'm gonna have this one here. Maybe have that one here before I do that. Nope. Either here or do I want to have them there? Yeah, I think I'm gonna go like a little beam. Okay. I'm just holding this in place. Oh. Okay. And then I'm gonna have this one come here. Look how beautiful this looks. Oh my goodness. Now for this one, probably we want to be using the ribbon. I do include ribbon, not twine, but ribbon for sure. So if I'm using ribbon, you'll get it on your kit as well. So anyway. No, so Sonia, no, definitely. I was just telling that we are like in the, right now, what is the temperature in centigrade? It's like 40 Fahrenheit. So we might be like, I don't know, maybe 10 degrees, 9 degrees. So nothing in the negative, which is great, of course. So we're actually today it felt at least warmer because the sun was out, which is funny. When I was moving here, a lot of the comments from the people here were like, "Oh, you're gonna be missing the sun because during the winter we don't really see it," and it hasn't been that bad so far. Like we see the sun. I don't want to say regularly. This week though, I gotta say it was cool for me because I've never seen it, but we had a lot of fog this week, and it just amazed me. Like from my office, I have the view of the waterfront. Okay, so it's gorgeous view to begin with. Oh, look at this, and I could see like halfway during the day, the fog was leaving or going, so everything was really clear. And then around, I don't know, 2 o'clock, I would see how the fog was coming back. And it just looked amazing seeing it coming back. And then everything is like you are in the sky in a way, right? Because it's always fog. But again, we in the office, we are or at least I sit in the 17th floor. So it looked like I'm in the sky. So it was really, really cool to see that. And then here where I live, the same thing. We would see a lot of the fog. So the driving wise, not the greatest. Although I gotta say, I've been taking a lot of the public transportation, which I am in love with. I am enjoying it, being able to go out and walk. And so I don't have to drive. So that's kind of cool. So with the fog, I'm not concerned because if it would be me driving, I would be concerned, because I'm like, what if I'm not seeing right or something? But because I am on public transportation, I feel like the drivers have a little bit more of experience, right, than me for sure, right? Because they've been doing this a little bit longer than me, and maybe they're used to. I don't know. That's just my assumption because I've never seen that much fog as we saw it this week. It was just really good. And then at night, we would hear there's a lot of tank vessels here in the waterfront that we just hear the horns. Is that what it is? Like they're, I guess, advising where they are. It was just, I don't know, really cool experience for us at least. No, we had a day that we were supposed to see the northern lights. However, that was it was during these days that we had the fog, so we couldn't see it because it was all foggy. So yeah, I heard that there was going to be some, opportunity to see them, but we didn't see them because of the fog. We had so much fog that we couldn't do it. So anyway, we missed that. But hopefully we get a chance in another time, hopefully. All right, so I'm going to be using I feel like for this one, because it's more feminine, right? I feel like for this, the little butterflies will look better. So why don't we do that? Oh, these brush brass butterflies have always been my favorites, I'll be honest. I love, love, love how easy these are. They add a lot to your car and they're flat. They are heavy. I gotta say, they are heavy for what they are. So yeah. But look how beautiful this looks, right? Like a bouquet of leaves. And having the gold here and on the ribbon and on the butterflies, it kind of put all together. So very excited with how this turned out, don't you think? Let me see. Sonny says, yes, BC is very different from the rest of Canada. And your spell transportation is a good. I know. All right. I'm telling you, I am enjoying. I gotta say, I am enjoying it. Although I gotta say that I also have fallen. Like I fall down once while, walking down the street. But it's not public transportation. It was me totally. And then outside of my house, oh my goodness, I fall down again like twice this week. We have ice, so there's no snow, but it's too cold that there's ice on the floor, I guess, and it's so slippery. and I fall down again with my backpack and everything. So, oh my gosh, my knees are in pain right now, like big time. So anyway, it is, but again, nothing, yeah, it's not the public transportation, was me. All right, so for this one, I have Mossy Meadow. This is 8.5 by 5.5. We're gonna fold it in half. So yeah, so I'm still, I guess, learning to walk. Because, in Dallas, we're always in cars, so I don't have to walk that much, I guess. I don't know. And now, for this one, I have a piece of Mossy Meadow that is 4 by 5.5. And this one is using the lovely stripes. Like I told you, there's a lot of lovely products this time. So this is the lovely stripes. And I also love how it looks. It makes it deeper, it's a little bit deeper. And again, it doesn't have any theme. I think this is another one of those that you can have and use for so many occasions, right? Because it gives or adds that texture, but it's not giving any theme. So I love it for complement, to complement your projects. I think it's a cool one. Now, as far as the designer series paper, now for this one, I have a 2 inches by 5. So we're going to put it like so. I decided to go with the yellow now for my sentiment. And I have, again, these pieces. So it's very similar to the other one we did, but this time with a label here. So it's slightly different of a layout, but very similar in the way. Oh, the second one is very attractive. Good. I'm glad that you're liking it. So yeah, so that's my whole thing with the experience in public transportation, but I am loving it. Also, I don't have to stress. So we have to cross. I am actually in West Vancouver, so I have to cross the bridge to go to Vancouver, where my office is, and what am I saying here? And that bridge gets really crowded, like lots of traffic, right? And but the bus have priority lane. So I can make it to work within, once I'm on the bus, I should say, between where I'm going, where I get up to where I leave, it's about 20 minutes, right? I still have to walk 10 minutes to the office, and then I have to wait for the bus, and sometimes it's up to 10 minutes. So all in all, it's still 40 minutes between when I leave the house to when I'm in the office. But in the traffic, if you will, it's only 20 minutes, right? So once I'm in the bus, it's 20 minutes, then I get out. So it's not too bad of a traffic, right? And I noticed that I don't arrive to the office so stressed from the traffic. So I'm also enjoying that. Also, I can be listening, to my podcast or something. I can be watching some videos as well. I can be replying emails, or I can be already looking at some work emails. So I feel like it's 20 minutes that I can use for something else rather than being behind the wheel, paying attention to everything. Plus, I gotta say also that the driving here in at least where I am, I don't know, it's a little bit chaotic. Today we were driving, and an 18-wheeler literally just got into our lane. No, nothing. It was oh my gosh. So you have to be very alert. I don't know. I was oh my gosh, what's going on with this guy? And then a minute later, another lady kind of moved 2 lanes, and I'm wait, what? She just they wanted to turn, and it was in this lane, and it crossed 3 lanes actually, So it was oh my gosh, what's happening? So I don't know. It's a little bit different, I gotta say. It's not quite as, problematic as the one in Mexico, because holy cow, Mexico is a whole new story. But I have gotten sometimes that I'm oh my gosh, what's happening here? It's oh, goodness gracious. But anyway, so I am glad that I can take the bus so that I don't have to, be all stressed out with all of that. So anyway, we'll see. So I'm going to go ahead and put this food. Now, like I said, this is Mossy Meadow. And we die cut it with the standalone die. And then all of these are the ones. This is the full color on the crumb cake that I had. And then I have these pieces already. And I explained before what we did, right? How you stamp it. So I'm just now, using the lids, the bits and pieces to make the card. So that's what I really love. That's why I love putting, you know, stamping and die cutting, even if I don't have any idea what I'm going to be using, because then it's just matter of putting it together with the layouts, you know, and you just pick and choose from whatever you have like cut, and it just makes it so much easier, you know, when you're playing with your cards or making your cards. So definitely give it a try if you don't do that. I just enjoy that a lot. And I feel like it's easier when you're putting together your cards. All right, so we have that. And then we have this one come here. Whew. So anyway, but like overall, we are enjoying everything, you know? So no big complaints. I do need to finish unpacking for sure. I feel like we keep doing so many other things rather than focusing on the unpacking. So we definitely need to put priority that. I am actually in Vancouver, Helen. So I am in Vancouver, but I live in West Vancouver. So 20 minutes north. So you have to cross, I think it's the Lionsgate Bridge to come to this side. So anyway, yes, that's where we are. The weather is not that bad, so it's not, you know, it's not what we picture. I don't know if it's all of you, but whenever I picture Canada during the winter, I always imagine those, you know, a lot of snow everywhere, right? And so far we haven't really seen that, so I'm grateful for that. All right, so for this one, let's see. I'm gonna have the same issue because it's not, you could make this, if you were making this one a little bit thicker, it could easily be the happy birthday. So I'm just gonna be doing another To a Fabulous Friend, I think. Or, you know what, let's use the one from here that says wishing you well. Okay, so this one is another one that is great. Oh, wow, you were, yes, okay, September. Yeah, everyone is telling me that around summer and after summer, it is gorgeous, like fall. I gotta say that I do agree with that. When we first came here to, you know, get familiar with the city, because we knew we were gonna be moving, we came in August. It was the beginning of August, I believe, or somewhere mid-August. And then I had to come back for training in September. And oh my goodness, like the summer was amazing. The weather was really nice, sun everywhere, the days were long. It was really nice. And then in September and through November, because we actually came in November, but so I had to come back, I think, also in October, I believe, for like the paperwork. And oh my goodness, the trees, I fell in love with the trees, because you could see the red trees and the yellow trees. Like you could see the change in color of the trees. It was just so gorgeous, to be honest. So, and of course, you know, the view with the, you know, you see the sea, the mountains, the big trees, long trees, tall trees, I should say. It was just beautiful. So, and even now that it's winter, you know, I still love that they have these, there's these tall trees all around everywhere, all green. I mean, it just looks so nice, so nice. So definitely, yeah, beautiful place. No complaints on that end for sure. We definitely are enjoying it. And then November, they told us, like I said, it's the worst month because of all the rain. It's the most rainy time, but it didn't feel too bad. So we're like, okay, I think we can, you know, we are good. Like, you do need to bring your umbrella everywhere, and we've already have gone through 2 umbrellas each of us, so we are on umbrella number 6 for the family, right? Because my kids and myself, we all had our umbrellas and they broke, just because, I mean, you use them so much and there's so much wind that they get, you know, they get broken sometimes. So anyway, we'll see if the new set of umbrellas hold better. But other than that, I mean, no big issues. Not much of a snow, not much of a cold. I mean, it does get sometimes very cold, you know, like the wind makes it cold, but not too bad. So you say we were going on a cruise to Alaska, and so it was only when oh my gosh, yes, yeah. And I think from the cruises, right, they go to Victoria. It's funny you said that, because with the Stampin' Up, we're actually going to Alaska in May. That's the incentive trip from Stampin' Up. And so we're going with them this coming, oh, look at this. I might need to cut this one tighter. This coming May, I think it's May, June, when we're going. And I saw on the itinerary they have Victoria, and it's only one day, and so we're excited. And this was one of those that was on my bucket list. So I'm excited that we're going with the Stampin' Up, but I knew we were gonna be doing it at some point, you know, because I've always, I don't know, had that one like, oh, it should be really nice to go and see, you know. So anyway, let's see. Now, this is same from the branching dies, branching out dies. Where is the dies? Let me show you here. So this one is actually this one, okay? So this is from the branching out and the gold foil. Yeah. So if you end up going around that, let us know. Yeah, tell us how you like it, you know? We haven't gone to Victoria, except we're going to be close to Victoria this time, but I don't know that we're going to go there because we're going to a different section. I think it's called Nanaimo, which is, I think, northern from Victoria from what I saw the other day, but anyway. All right, so let's put this one. Oh, let's do this one first. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Helen says I will love it. Good. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and add this one with the adhesive. Ooh, go to the Victoria Hotel and have a high tea for me. Oh, wow. Okay. I gotta find out what that is. Yeah, at some point we're gonna be doing Victoria for sure. This time though, like I said, we are going to Nanaimo. I think it's like 2 hours drive to go to Victoria. That's what I'm like, I don't know that we'll have enough time to do it this time. But we want to get familiar also with how do we go with the ferry, because you take your car to the ferry. That's a new experience altogether for us. We're like, what? So we're going to see how that goes. Oh, this is, I went to Alaska. So Sarah's sharing she went to Alaska cruise in July, and the water was a bit rough, even in the channel. I would recommend no swimming. Oh, good. Okay, good that you're telling me. Because, yeah, we're not big cruisers, you know. I think we just did the one with the Stampin' Up once. The one going to Norway, and that's about it. And there was the one day which it was rough, and yes, I needed the meds for sure. So thanks for the heads up, for sure. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna need, see, like I just go and look at what do I need and then I'll put it. See, like I feel like I need another one here or maybe here. Oh yes. So I'll put this one with glue dots. Sarah says she stayed in Vancouver and went to Victoria, and the gardens are amazing. But of our favorite trip was Capilano Suspension. Oh, you know what? Capilano is super close from me. I should probably go ahead and do it, you know? Capilano Bridge is very close to where I live. How funny. All right, so now for this one, I think I'm going to go again with the because I have too much, I don't know that I have enough room for the bow with ribbon, but we can always add it with what is this? Linen thread. So let's do that. I feel like linen thread sometimes makes your cards look very earthy. So whenever I have like leaves or something like that, like the linen thread always helps in the designing, you know? I don't know. What do you think? I would probably put something like this and have this one come this way and then have this one there. Okay, so I like how it looks. I'm gonna go ahead and put this one. Thank you, Helen. Glad you're liking it. Like I said, I feel like this is a great set and it's been overlooked, you know? So I think that you definitely want to grab this one with all the, you know, all the leaves. Now for this one, I'm also going to go again with the butterflies. I feel like the butterflies go really well with this, you know? So I'm going to go with this one. Right? I'm gonna grab another one right here. Yeah, maybe here. Actually, I should be, well, that's okay. Like, so you can put as many as you want. All right, so here you go. Here is card number 3, and I am loving how this whole set of cards turned out. Let me share it with you, the 3 of them. You tell me which one you like. Again, you can get the card kit in the mail when you place an order $50 or more. Over $50, you get the kit in the mail. I'll include everything except the butterflies and the linen thread. But I mean, I feel like linen thread, we all have those. And you can substitute with any of the gems, right? Like I show you at the very beginning. Also, when you order it is over 75, you can add the Fabulous Sayings stamp set for $5. Okay, this is from Stampin' Up. And so anyway, if you have any questions, let me know. Oh, also, when you have orders over 75 throughout the month of January, we'll get the tutorial of the month featuring the Fabulous Saying. We just got the tutorial back from the team. There's 12 projects. We all feature one of the, we all feature this set on the projects. So it's 12 tutorials in the file. So I feel like you're going to enjoy it. And those are going to be sent at the end of the month. So anyway, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Let me know, like I said, which one is your favorite. I always love hearing which one is your favorite. So Helen says she likes all of them. Rhonda says they're all beautiful, but she likes number 2 the best. Yeah, this one, the more feminine one. Sonia says, beautiful card, hard to choose. And then Louis also says they're all beautiful. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. This is the same set that we're featuring on our card club. So if you have any questions about card club, make sure you check it out. It is at creatingwithali.com/card club. There's going to be in the top, once this is on YouTube, it will be somewhere here where you can click it. Also in the description, I do put links to the product. So if you don't have that on YouTube, just check on the description. You're going to get the links for the card club. You're going to be getting also the links for the products that I use so that you can check them out on my store. So anyway, thank you so much. Flo says all 3 are just beautiful, and Sarah says they all turn out beautiful. I love the second one the best, and that's it. So anyway, so thanks so much, and I'll see you next week. Bye for now.